there's many different schools of surfing, but for me as a surfer, what I experience in the ocean is a range of things. It's my temple and it's my playground. So for me, if I see problems that are affecting the amenity of my playground and my temple, it does really concern me. And as a young surfer, as a grommet, you know, I remember kind of seeing the plastic lining the beaches and floating around there, and I was kind of like, huh, you know, that probably shouldn't be there. And then I guess as I got older and my skills in working with the environment and conservation, it all kind of came together into this picture of like, well, you actually can do something about it. I'm Tim Silverwood, and I'm the co-founder and vice president of Take 3. I've set out on a very new chapter in life, so I've left the apartment, things are all boxed up, and heading out to start a very exciting new period of what hopefully becomes my career. Take 3, a clean beach initiative, is a really simple project. You'd almost think that a marketing genius had come up with it, but it's not. It was born in a little house in the area, and Take 3 is just asking anyone and everyone who visits a beach or a coastal area or a waterway to, if they see a bit of trash on the ground, to pick it up. You know, we were born with 2 hands, and they're really good tools for picking up a bit of waste, and it's just a wonderful idea. I can't believe every day I'm surprised at how much recognition we're getting for the work we've done, and people want to hear about it. You know, people want to know that there's people out there who've got a simple message that can make a real difference. I do love this area. I went to school here, I went to university here, where I studied environmental management with a focus on sustainability. You know, and that was, I thought, just before the time that it really kind of kicked into gear, and there's a lot more happening, I think, in that field at the moment. But I've worked in the non-profit organisation sector for a couple of years now, and you know, for me it's just about, you know, working and succeeding, but doing good things ultimately. You know, I really am guided by that, and I think if I can't make a lot of money, if I can look back on my life and think that I've encourage people to look and consider the environment as something which is of critical importance, and that's a good thing. It's a real testament, I think, to the power of people kind of coming together. You know, the fact that I'd been working on trying to advocate people to come and join me in doing beach cleanups, and then to find out that there's 2 amazing people living right by me in a similar community who are looking for the same thing. So to meet up with Amanda and Roberta was incredible. There was electricity from the moment we first met.
I'm Mandy Marichal, and I am the president of Take 3. Take 3 was formed probably about 18 months ago. The idea of just scooping off a bit of plastic as you leave the beach and dumping it in the bin, I thought maybe if everybody did that, they could make a difference. And at first it was kind of take 5 pieces, but I found with a board or a kid or something under my arm, it was pretty hard to scoop 5 bits up. If I was in a hurry, it was more doable. Like teenagers who are surfing are more likely to take maybe 1 or 2 or 3 bits off the beach. So that's how it kind of started.
I'm Roberta Dixon, and Take 3 is one of those really unique ideas. It's come about because it's unique because it devolves the responsibility to people every day and to every person. So anyone and everyone can go down to the beach and actually make a difference in terms of the marine debris problem. I
love the Take 3, you know, the wording right from the start. It just seemed perfect.
He's our pin-up poster boy.
He's really good at radio interviews too, and we hate doing radio interviews.
He's a face. Yeah.
Now we've been recognised by other people as being like, you're onto a winner. We've got a $50,000 grant from Taronga Zoo. We've got constant positive pats on the back from everyone saying you're onto a good thing. So it's incredible how easily it's come together. I remember back in February 2011, and I read this news story that was basically putting a call out to people that, you know, if you want to and you can raise $10,000, this might be the holiday for you, sailing across the ocean from Hawaii to the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. I just remember reading it and like, yep, that's it. and suddenly I had to learn how to sail. Guess that means I'm going to have to move out of the apartment, quit the job and focus on that, and that's what I've done. And I'm now officially an unemployed environmentalist with big ambitions. I had to learn how to, prepare myself for a 5,000 kilometre sailing journey. So I've been taking lessons. I think I'm going to like it. I guess at the start I was really optimistic that I'll just find those corporate sponsors out there who work in the field of plastics and say, here, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to, go and do this. Maybe you guys should support me. But didn't have much luck with that. But what's really been incredible is the support from the community. Like, I've been able to fundraise about $20,000 now, and that's just from people who have been empowered by what I'm doing and felt that they could dip into their own pockets to fund the voyage and the documentary that I'm hoping to make. Now I've found myself in this really unique situation where I'm travelling out to a part of the ocean to document this Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and not many people have been out there, and not many people have actually captured it the way I think it should be captured. So it's going to be really interesting, challenging for me to get out there with my film equipment and document it as best I can with zero bias. This is just how it is, To look ahead 10 years, I'd like to see Take 3 as a fully functioning organisation where I want to be a global voice on the issue of marine debris. But I'd also like people to come to us and be understanding that they can learn more about their use of plastic in their everyday lives and how that pertains to damage to the environment. So I want people to understand that, a lot of this plastic that's around us is based on convenience and a perceived need of that's the only option, but there's other options because our parents and our grandparents and the people who came before us, they didn't have this single-use plastic and their life seemed all right. So if we can just kind of be a bit of a voice to kind of curb that a little bit, I think we've done a really good job.